Is this thing on? Tappa, tappa, tappa. Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We back? We back? Alright, we back. I don't know what happened. It just said I was disconnected. I think it was because the stream was just too good and Twitch just can't handle me. Quit holding me back, fam! Quit holding me back. Alright. You must have lost the last half of, or the last bit of that round. Here's how it ended. Wait. Like this. It's just standing there. Although, you can see the cut man's doing his job. I don't think I even got that opened up last round either. We're doing okay. I punched my internet in half.
Bishop able to land solidly against Cooper. Cooper's right hand scores well that time.
That's what I don't want to hear.
Bishop was a good
no
hard-charging middleweight prospect.
And he's hitting way more than he was last round.
That's what he's doing now as a heavyweight here. Gets rid of that
Same
body
shit as
shot.
Before, just punching. I guess the VOD was too good, so they had to break it.
An accurate left by Andre Bishop.
Ugh, stop hitting me in the blood hole.
Good,
guys, don't stick your dick in the blood hole.
Well done by Cooper. Bishop snapping that jab. Bishop with a nice combination. A good old 1-2 landing on Dwight Cooper. Blocks that punch. Combination to the head.
Cracking open the dome a little bit, but not too much work in the body. Except for that one. Yeah! He doesn't throw a lot of punches, but the punches he does throw are pretty wild and predictable.
Of this third
you just keep moving and he's going to have a hard time. Eventually he's going to miss one. Like that.
I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still
I'm not sure if this body shot
to
strat's going to work on this guy, though.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're
but I'm doing a good job. The blood's not flowing.
Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
You can see Andre Bishop now is employing a lot of defense. He has those hands up high, trying to protect that cut eye.
What I'm trying mostly to do with this is not punch myself out so bad like I have been with the last ones. I've been throwing way too many punches, keeping my hands up. I can save a lot of stamina, but just by moving around a little bit. Making sure I don't get caught in the corner. Keep the middle of the ring.
And makes that nice right angle on that hook upstairs. Good way to protect the midsection. Last 10 seconds of round number 3.
Tough to hit this guy.
And a well-placed counter by Andre Bishop.
Getting some body shots in. We're doing okay.
All night long, Trey. This is your fight. All night long. You're in control of this, Trey. Hands moving, man. Keep those hands busy.
I can't see shit, coach. I can't see shit. Did I hit him?
Another round, and if it keeps up with the rest of them, it'll be closely contested and hard to score. Cooper's got to deal with a cut on his cheek right now. The good news is it's below the eye, but still, it could get nasty as the fight progresses.
Look at him punching himself
Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counter punch opportunities because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit.
Put him in the corner, see how he does in there. I bet he'll throw a lot of punches once he gets in the corner.
Back at him a little.
A crushing 2-punch combo by
Andre Bishop. I'm getting to him. He's breathing in the mouth. I gotta get my own mouth closed, though.
It's one thing for the corner of Andre Bishop to get into that cut between rounds, but Bishop himself has to protect it, and he's doing a pretty good job protecting the cut. Blocking punches that are targeting it from Cooper.
There you go. Don't try to just out-punch him. Do science. Do some science. Do some of that pilot shit, Mav. Great balls of fire. Maybe the greatest quote in any plane movie ever. Do some of that pilot shit, Mav. R.I.P. The great bald goose of fire. There's a good body shot. I've been chopping the wood all day long. Let's see if he wants to go down.
Good stuff. Firing right back. All right,
I'm ready to go upstairs.
Good work by Andre Bishop. Now hugging.
Honestly, I'm not against hugging right now. Would you stop doing that duck and weave shit? I'm not telling him to. Come on. Knocked his legs out.
Super 2-punch combo by Andre Bishop.
Super punch.
Bishop's showing us a real solid skill set here with his head movement. Teddy, how much of that is just natural athletic ability and instincts, and how much of that is being trained well?
Well,
a lot of punches there.
Well, if I take a guy off the street, Joe, and he hasn't been taught anything, he's going to throw punches. But usually he's not going to have a good defense. That's something that has to be attained. That's something that has to be taught. This guy has been taught good defensive fundamentals.
This guy is good defensively. I'm having a hard time landing good shots, but what's up with the
here
dramatic
at the start
music?
of this round, which is just part of what has been a very evenly fought fight. One of those fights that's going to be very hard to score.
No. Not when I knock his ass out. He's got no stamina. He's got no legs. I don't know how his stamina is, actually. I assume it's fine. What are you doing? Come on. Let's go.
Good jab by Cooper.
Those counter shots aren't guaranteed to get a knockback or a stun.
Fire with a left
it's just more likely. And it does more damage. It does significant damage. Oh, shit. I missed that block completely. All right,
halfway into round number 5 here.
Uh-oh. He's throwing again. It's good news for me. Oh. Let me in, boss!
Oh, good defense there. That was a fine block by Andre Bishop. Bishop's really making some boxing purists out there put a smile on their face because his defense has been stellar. I mean, so fundamentally sound.
Yeah, well, that's why
I'd like to pride myself on my defense. I think that's why we're doing so well in the campaign so far.
Because the chin never gets touched. He's a guy that's always going around.
Because I'm trying real hard not to get my ass knocked out. Ooh.
Now that looks like a middleweight fighting a heavyweight there. Look at the hand speed from Bishop.
And that's exactly the advantage he was going to need coming into this fight to beat the bigger man.
What I'm doing is getting my face punched a lot.
Oh, a nice two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. Bishop's really in position to control things in this fight. If he can do what he did just there, and that's land a good solid jab. Well, if Bishop can string together a few rounds like that, this is going to be a very easy fight.
I don't know if I can do an Immelman. I can do a crazy Ivan, but I don't know about an Immelman. Are those the same maneuvers?
If you hit the body, you're going to win this fight. I'm telling you. Oh, yeah.
You ain't winning shit.
Down to the body.
I started with the body first. All right, and
the start of the 6th round.
And
Bishop's
he's going down.
Performance right now.
I should probably stop throwing random power punches at nothing.
What his trainer has wanted to see.
Stop hitting me.
The question is, can he?
I call it boxing, not hitting.
Second half of the fight. Good right hand by Bishop, landing flush against Cooper. Quick snapping hook, and it does damage. A target on his head, and he places
two to the right eye. I just got.
Cooper's
on a
left,
third.
landing well. Good defensive skill.
He didn't get hit. Nice.
Now you can see Bishop taking advantage of the countering opportunities, getting that right hand over Cooper's jab. Nice strike after catching one by Andre Bishop.
Uh-oh, somebody's low. I don't think it's me either. Send him home. Let's send him home. Let's introduce him to the mat. He's got too much altitude on me. I got to bring him low.
Andre Bishop not looking as fresh as when this fight started.
But I've been hitting him in the stomach.
But
I'm breathing hard.
That's not the worst news. The bad news is if we can see it, his opponent can see it, he can take advantage of it.
Are we done in the body? Yeah, I guess so. No more setting the table. Table's as set as it's ever going to get.
That the ref doesn't stop that fight because Cooper is landing punch after punch.
This is the first round he's really done well against my cut.
Nice block by Andre.
Yeah, I think I did it again where I punched myself unconscious.
His guard up very, very well. Teddy, Does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
Great combination from Bishop. And that's
I'm not sure if I'm going to get a chance to knock this guy out. I mean, it's not like it's not that I can't knock people out. You saw I did the last fight in like 30 seconds. It's just, you know, sometimes it's not there for you. And if you go looking for it and try to get it, you expend all your energy and then just, pow, you fall over. Better for me to just sit back, relax, and enjoy the view.
Beautiful. Nice movement out there. Keep that up. Keep moving. Nice and relaxed. You're in control. Just keep that up.
I'm in control. All I got to do is not die.
Back to live action now, and what has been a
live action. No, not another FMV.
One of those fights that somebody is still waiting to break through and be a difference maker in.
Trying really hard not to get a power shot to the eye here. Other than that, though, I'll probably just take my time.
A nice combo by Andre Bishop.
It's okay. Pay him back.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by
Worst
Andre
trade
Bishop.
Deal. Come on. Walk into my jab. You know you want to. This is my center of the ring, and if you want it, you're going to have to take it from me.
Blocks that punch.
I don't have as much movement in my
More than one
lower
punch
body as I
downstairs.
used to.
That can be damaging.
Oh.
Andre Bishop's doing exactly what
Still
we
throwing too many
expected
punches.
him to do. He laid out the game plan. I want to win it on the outside. The jab's been there all night.
Yeah, well, that's where it starts if you want to win it on the outside. You know, you're not
Away
going to
from
do
those
it with your feet.
punches,
This is
man.
not
Move your
kickboxing.
head.
You know, you're going to do.
Dwight Cooper's ruined with that punch.
He's
right
ruined!
there. Teddy, I think
Literally
he's gonna go down.
unplayable!
I think he's gonna get
Ruined!
big shot comes home for him.
Skimmer Y!
Teddy, he
Ruined.
goes down, and he was on the outside
You've
where he
been
doesn't like to
ruined.
be.
Where he shouldn't be.
On
and
the
he paid
ropes.
a price.
He sprung back so fast I couldn't even get another free shot.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right.
He gets
That was
up
the first
after that
one.
Punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get
finish
on
it.
that bicycle and stay away from
Let's go on a bike ride. This guy's going to pedal away. Doing good spacing punches. That gut jab is really annoying. I did not press that on purpose. But I'm coming for your neck. The Wu-Tang's coming through from the slums of Shaolin. Protect your neck. The RZA, the Jizza, old dirty Bishop. Get a little too hype. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Protect your neck. Oh shit.
Gets away from that right hand. Comes back with a
All
right
right,
of his
okay,
own.
okay, okay. Dramatically runs out of time. A little bit of blood, some specks of blood there. It's okay.
You gotta keep chopping, Ray. Keep chopping.
Keep chopping. What is this, a karate? Do you want me to do a standing one-legged crane kick against the Cobra Kai dojo? Is that what you want me to do, Coach?
Okay now. Okay.
Jesus.
You're good. You're good.
I've seen
Deep breath
battlefields that were a
now.
little
You're
cleaner
leaving
than
yourself
that.
open now. You're throwing your punches wide, so keep tight. Keep tight. Feel good? Come on. You gotta give me one more round.
Oh, ordinary seaman making leak puns. I thought I was the only one that did that. Although usually I'm talking about, like, Welsh people. They like leaks over there.
Cooper's corner now with a big task at hand. They've got to make sure that their fighter has his senses back after being knocked down.
I'm not going to go looking too hard for the knockout here, but if I should happen to find it laying
Good
around,
1-2 from Bishop.
I'll
He
take
landed
it.
that right hand flush against Cooper.
But he's just fighting on the outside too much. Now you're in the corner. You got nowhere to run.
Parries
Chopping
that
wood.
punch away.
Come on. Stay in the corner. I'm putting
That's
baby in the
great
corner.
Stuff. He fires one right
Move
back
your head.
after taking one.
Not
Gotta
a
love
gas.
the work by Andre Bishop.
So fast.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head.
I can't even throw a punch fast enough to actually land a counterattack when I'm out of gas like that. Come on. Breathe. Breathe.
How about that left hand? What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Dwight Cooper.
It's a gift. Return
Cooper's
to sender.
giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches.
Yes, that's
but
what
he's
you're
able to
supposed to
block
do in the
them
boxing
away.
ring. Give them headaches. Fatal ones. That's a good block.
Parries that punch.
Pat myself in the back real quick.
He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own.
Money shot.
See, Andre Bishop, that training really paid off. Just back to basics with the 1-2.
I just got to keep the center of the ring on him.
Bishop's ability to just get to his opponent before.
Oh, the cold clock!
Oh, and he goes down again.
Beautiful.
The question is,
there's some of that
can he
sweet
rise
science
up
for
and
you.
continue on?
Mix that up in a test tube. Back and to the left. Back and to the left. Back and to the left. Just zaprudered his ass.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What?
A lot of credit for even getting up from that knockout.
Speaking of zombie
He
movies,
still has to impress.
this guy's clearly a zombie.
Yeah, I applaud him.
He won't stay
but I
dead.
also recognize that he's
I have to get him with a headshot.
That's one of the reasons
Okay, wait.
he got
He's going
up.
to get me with a headshot back, too. 10 seconds?
In and out, in and out.
Damn it. We traded uppercuts.
Calm down.
Ugh.
Breathe.
I needed to knock him down earlier in the round if I wanted a chance to really finish that off. Alright, I think this is the last round. If this guy can even figure out how to walk and not fall over, I'll be impressed.
Nice.
Nice. Nice.
Keep it up just like that.
Nice.
Use your faith in your
Got
jab,
some
boy.
blood, man. Cover that shit up.
This
Don't let the
guy
refs see
ain't
it.
Nothing like you before. You got that?
In bed. Final fight. Look at him
Cooper's
move.
got to do something different. A start to a new round, maybe the start to a new beginning.
Oh, he's
of this
trying to
fight.
finish me now.
Because
All right, yeah,
what
this is
we've
what I
seen
need.
So far,
Come get me.
it's been
Come
nothing
on.
at all for him. Teddy, when you've been in the corner in your career and you have a charge
A little slow
who
there.
is not making a lot of
I
contact.
earned that counter. I just
What do
never
you
got to
tell him?
land
The
it.
first thing I tell him.
There it is.
Cooper's
There
hurt
it
from
is.
that. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt. You know, his opponent's doing a
That's
big,
an
big
early
shot he just
round
scored with.
knockdown.
Cooper's
There's no
chin
chance.
unable
He's not
to
getting out of this
withstand
round
that
alive because I got 2 minutes to wail on his ass now if he gets back up. But he probably won't after that. I wouldn't. Waiter, check please. Check please. I think, could somebody call the valet? My car is ready. I'll just lay here for a little while. No, he's toast. He's too shaky. Son, you shook, because ain't no such thing as halfway crooks.
Andre Bishop. A knockout victory over Dwight Cooper.
Where am I? Who are all these people? Oh, I win! It'd be so awesome if he raised his hand all confused. They're like, yeah, they're screaming for me. Not quite.
DL has agreed to a fight between you and Kobe Nichols.
I'll fight
If we
DL.
beat Nichols, we'll be in the top 10.
What are the conditions?
He says there aren't any.
There's always conditions with DL.
I'm sure we'll find out what they
He's
are.
gonna send a couple
But we
more
really
dirty
need
cops to
this
pistol
fight.
whip me. Dramatic fade. The transition. So smooth. Nothing motivational to say, Gus? Just try to win? Okay. Okay then, Gus. Last chance. Anything you want to say? Don't lose? Okay. Gus is
Well,
giving me
good
the
evening and
silent
welcome to
treatment.
Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City. A 10-round heavyweight
It'd be awful, Gaggerus. If we just go into the ring and the other guy just pulls out a gun like Indiana Jones. Pow.
Kobe Nichols
Nice moves,
takes
buddy.
on Andre Bishop. Teddy, who would have thought Andre
Fire.
Bishop would have an opportunity like this?
Getting my
You
bite
know they
move ready.
say, Joe, good things come to those who wait. Good things come to those who overcome. He has overcome, he has waited, and he has his moments.
Bishop's now making his way to the ring.
I don't know, if Gus
And
walks
you
in
can
front of me,
see
he might
how
catch a
focused
punch.
He is
That
for the
would count as a
task at
fight, right?
hand. Nichols is not giving us much indication of what kind of fight we're going to see based on this ring walk.
Are they judging his ring walk? His right chin's got a scar on it. Should I target that? No, this is a DL McQueen fight, so he's probably got some secret weapon or the refs are going to judge it wrong. You know how they are. Oh shit, he can lean left and right? What do I do? All right.
Start of round
Take the fight.
one.
Kobe Nichols, he doesn't take body... Oh, yeah, baby. I get to body punch with reckless abandon.
Very good fight here between the unbeaten
less recklessly.
Andre Bishop and the veteran heavyweight Kobe Nichols.
Oops.
Watch the low
Andre Bishop.
But that was a
and
normal
his
blow.
Gus are just disgusted by that. That seemed like a
Bad
legal
call.
body shot, but yet the ref is deducting a point for a low.
So am I supposed to hit him in the body or not? Because I just lost a whole point for that. I get the feeling I'm not supposed to do that. Disgusting.
Keep it clean now.
No.
Keep it clean now.
And once again,
I think I have to get through
Andre
enough of
Bishop
these little
is
triggers
up
to
a point
get
for
into the
a
real
low blow.
fight.
It seemed like a clean body shot. Andre Bishop better be careful here. Now, I've called a lot of fights in my day.
The fuck, man?
And that's the first time I've ever seen two clean body shots.
See, this to me is real boxing. If you ever watch a real boxing match, this is what it is. A bunch of fucking clinching and then refs ruining a match by making bad calls and then the judges scoring it wrongly. All right, stop it.
Does the fast fighter have
So I have to go upstairs and then I can land a body
Well, he has
shot.
to make sure
But
that
only
he
if-
has room
only
in
if
the
it's a
ring,
combo, I
and
guess.
he doesn't get trapped into corners. He doesn't get into a phone booth.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round. You remember when Andre Bishop was a good, hard-charging middleweight prospect? He was
Yeah, I got a body
great
punch there.
puncher. That's what he's doing now as a heavyweight here. Good work
Oops.
defensively by Nichols. Plus, he landed that counter punch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch.
I don't like
He made
that.
him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
The other day when we were talking to Andre Bishop, he said to have success in this
That was
fight,
just straight up
might
just
have
regular
to land
shot, no combo
combinations.
there.
He landed a good one there. Andre Bishop being brave simply by throwing a legal body shot. He's got to be careful this referee doesn't call a low blow against him and disqualify.
So that seems like it's it.
Action to
I have to
open up
combo
this
with
fight.
it.
Both men throwing, both men landing.
It's been a long time since I've seen something like this.
Nichols is in a bad spot right now.
Oh,
doing it.
bro,
The
while
ref
he's
is
on the
calling this
ropes?
fight. That's a disqualification.
You
Ref!
know what? I'm thinking that the fighter
Punch the
wanted
ref.
it stopped.
Punch the ref! He gave up, I win! I guess they
Good
just
evening,
not
everybody,
follow the
and
game
welcome to
plan.
Boardwalk Hall in
Whatever.
Atlantic City
I'll just
for our
never hit him in the body
heavyweight
then.
main event. Top 10 ranked
Wow.
Kobe Nichols
Power
against
hook to open.
Andre Bishop, the comeback kid. Teddy Nichols, number 8 in the world, a legitimate heavyweight contender trying to land himself a world championship. Andre Bishop, a former
So,
middleweight.
I guess
who
I'm
went
just
away
supposed
due
to
legal problems
occasionally
and
try to
now
weave
comes
in a
back
body
as a
shot with the
contending hopeful
combos.
in the heavyweight division.
Well, it will be the
I don't
first
know.
time a smaller guy beat a bigger guy.
That was
and
a good
Bishop
one.
wins this fight. You go back in the history of this
Oh,
sport.
fuck, I can't
Many
open with
smaller
those.
guys have moved up in weight and
Oh,
been
ref.
successful. Bishop wants
I'm
to
not
be
throwing any
added
more
to
body
that
punches.
list.
No more. I hope I don't have to throw any to win. It'd be a little lame if I
We
did.
expect a high work rate among these two fighters. Now, do you want to see that same work rate throughout the whole fight? Or is that your expectation?
I'd love to, because we'd be having a good time, and our fans, they're going to enjoy
Good headshots. I think I stunned him with a headshot earlier too.
And
so.
coming upon the
Or in the other
halfway
round that
mark
doesn't count.
of this 3-minute round. He got hit right there, but he also
That
gave
might have been
one.
because I comboed it with a body
Solid
shot. I don't
effort
know.
by Andre Bishop.
I mean, I'm wailing on this dude's face. Getting the
Bishop's
blubber.
defense is paying off now.
Hey,
And he just
no
holds
hugging.
on there.
You're gonna bite me.
Teddy, you gotta like this because
Keep
he's
it
using
clean,
that
guys.
jab
Yeah,
the way you
I
like
got
him
a
to.
body
Especially
shot in.
when you're being aggressive. You walk in, you want to walk in where the guy can't see you coming. That jab blinds your opponent.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head.
Shake it off.
Trying to shake.
Here's a moment here as you see the step back counter
Got a
punch
body
where
shot
you
in there.
realize this is the sweet science,
Get off
not
of
just
me.
some raw savagery swinging out there.
This
Look
is
at
the
little
sweet hugging
subtleties here,
science.
Joe. What he does is he forces him into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes
Bad
right
punches.
back.
Bad punches, but still we're doing okay.
Those shots weren't low, Gus.
I know, kid, I know.
Oh, we had to get to the
got
cutscene.
this referee in his pocket.
Stupid
That's
referee.
conditions for giving me this fight. I lose. No, ain't gonna happen.
That's right, kid. You're gonna wear this guy out, okay?
By punching
Keep
him in the
moving.
face?
Keep that jab in his face.
Oh, yeah.
Counter upstairs when he opens up.
That's what I was doing.
Do not go to the body.
Okay.
Upstairs, you got it?
I got it. Stay upstairs.
A lot of these fights don't have scripted gimmicks in them, but some of them do. And I would always prefer a non-scripted gimmicky fight, but at the same time, it does add some variety, and there are fights where there's just punch the other guy to death. It can't all be like that. Come on, let's go. No. No touch. Only throw. Punches. Keeping them at range. That was a good one. Ooh, bad series of punches there.
Took a shot, now he gives a left. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing
He
right
seems to
back
brawl
with
pretty
one of
good
his
if I get
own.
near
Good
the
work by
ropes.
Kobe
Probably gotta want to
Nichols.
hold the center again. Let him have the corners.
90 seconds to go here in this round.
It's a pretty good round win for me, probably already.
Nichols is banged around by a big uppercut.
My counterpunch game's been strong. Just gotta keep that mouth closed. Make sure I got lots of breath. Yo, breath stank! Ooh.
Nice work on the right hand by
Anybody
Kobe
got a
Nichols.
breath mint?
Nichols
Oh!
has been hurt.
Don't go low! Don't go low!
Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt.
Split the wickets!
Big,
Split
big
the
shot
wickets!
comes crashing home, and a big punch puts him down.
Whoa! Did you see how fast that looked? The camera's just broken there. Those were not that fast. They were fast. Oh, they were really fast. Zip zap! And boop boop! Love the replay system in this. Watching them get all jiggly wiggly and then take a tumble. Ref's like, I'm getting out of here, man. Somebody's getting killed.
So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
So this is where instincts kick in. You got to start moving that head automatically right now.
He's not moving his head much. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Oh, too much breathing. I didn't realize what time it
This is
was.
so unfortunate. You just
Both
want
of his
the
eyes
fighter
are swollen
in the
shut.
ring excited, but to have this referee
Who's talking
play
to me
such
right
a
now?
big role in
Hello?
this fight, Teddy.
Is anybody
Bishop's
there?
not going
Can
to
you
the body
coach me in
anymore
Braille?
because of these low blows being called
Coach me
against
in
him.
You know, it
Braille.
wouldn't be such a big deal if Bishop was just a headhunter. But a big
Whoa!
Andre Bishop
Okay,
is in a
hubris.
bad
Hubris.
spot right
Hello.
now.
Hello,
He is
hubris,
damaged.
my old
If I'm
friend.
Bishop, I clinch.
Come to
I
get
tie
knocked
up.
out
I just
again.
hug that big tree opposite me. Nichols
Big
is going
tree?
out there after just being knocked
This
down
guy's a fucking
in the
oak.
last round. If you're standing opposite him, what's the mentality? What's the strategy here?
Well, you want to go after him, but
I flew too
you
close to
don't
the
wanna
sun,
walk
y'all.
into a trap either. You want to kind of size him up a little bit. You want to see if he looks like he's okay, but at the same time, keep in mind that he might be trying to cut you.
They
You know
fuck
you
us.
hurt him,
We
so
gotta
put
earn that
pressure
next
on,
sports
but
training
do it smart.
montage.
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Kobe Nichols.
Kobe! Alright, got my breath.
Hey, you gotta see that coming. Let's go.
Well, quit distracting me, Gus.
Back and forth
He's going
they
all
go,
body,
each
too.
man getting the best of it. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. Halfway
catch
through
me.
this round.
Roadrunner. Pow! Bang! Zoom to the moon! Archie bunkered his ass. That was not a regular run-of-the-mill reference.
A solid left hand by Andre Bishop. Left to the body.
You don't get a lot of Archie Bunker references these days. It's these kids, they don't know their history. They don't remember having America's favorite bigot living in their living room. I got another cut, too. It's on my left eye. Of course I fight onward. I'm not just going to give up. Throwing too many power shots.
The trainer of Andre Bishop was talking about the fact that, hey, this is a different beast fighting in the
heavyweight. He's fighting me differently than he was last round, too.
To block some of these big blows.
He's keeping me at better range. It's pretty tough to not combo with the body shots either.
And round 3 comes to an end.
I need you to move this round, all right? Move. He's going to come in swinging. He thinks you're still hurt.
I am hurt. He hit me really hard. It hurts. What's with this feel no pain crap? I've been hit. It hurts. Cat suit. Cat suit.
Don't fight his fight.
His eyes are back open again. Yeah, I don't want him to do that jab shit. Fight my style. My style is knocking your ass out. No more coming out swinging.
Nicely here. The start of this round,
let him
he
do
is
that.
Proving to me at least.
Last time I came out swinging, I got knocked the fuck into a stun.
No effect on this round.
There you go. Catch him coming in. He wants it. He wants it. Come on.
Oh, a good right hand by Nichols.
Thought I caught a fishy. Didn't catch a fishy. Get in my basket, fishy.
Do you see any
I caught a fishy.
in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101. Counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you. No better way than to change his mind. Make him miss.
Sega bass fishing. That is on Xbox, by the way.
A clean, crisp right hand by Andre Bishop.
Fish.
That's a good job by Bishop offensively.
What the fuck? Where did he get those 800 punches from?
Victory tonight.
Dude. He just went into shredder mode, Quicksilver style.
Nice strike after catching one by Kobe Nichols.
Talk about having extra gas in the tank.
And now he's targeting upstairs.
I've hit this guy with maybe 100 counter punches. You'd think he'd notice. Give me the respect of falling over unconscious.
Bishop's able to land
like
a nice,
good person.
Clean left hand. Solid right by Nichols. Bishop's the target of a hook.
He's got to be mad.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand.
Jump on.
There goes that left again.
Scored well up top.
Look at this.
Andre Bishop's able to land a good, solid left hand.
That was the worst attempt at a clinch I've ever seen.
Solid right by Andre Bishop.
Wow, nice. All right, 10 seconds left. Hit him with the power shot at the end. Oh, he blocked it.
And
he punched me in the balls. Andre gave him a look at the end there like, you did not just do that to me.
Look, he's timing you.
I'm not timing you.
Come in, I want to see that double jab. Double jab.
No jab. No jab. Don't dab on me. Don't dab on me, please.
And we are back underway.
I'm not a hater, I swear.
Fight that's been very entertaining, but I wouldn't want
to
be a judge. This is one of those fights that could go either way.
No, it isn't. I obliterated this nerd.
The body shot. Really frustrating his opponent now. Andre Bishop so defensively sound, it doesn't make for an easy target.
No, it doesn't, and it makes
He's not jabbing.
A very frustrating night for his opponent.
I punched him in the armpit.
If you notice, he's getting a little tentative. He's afraid to let the punches go because when he misses, he's worried he's going to leave an opening.
I'm not going over there, coach. It's my ring. I'm in the center of it.
That was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Kobe Nichols. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself.
Almost got a DQ from that body shot. Look at this. Wow. The flash.
Good solid jab.
Barry Allen. Come on. You get me. Promise I won't rip your head off.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one.
All right, this is not going well.
Work by Kobe
Get away.
Nichols.
Get away.
I like the way he went up top that time with the hook.
See, he's punching on the outside really well. He's not really advancing with his punches the way I need him to. That's why when I say, you know, when we're fighting a bad puncher, or a bad fighter. What I mean by that is they're always advancing with the punch. This is good boxing by his part. He's enjoying those body shots from range.
To get away from his opponent's right hand is really the difference in this fight.
Yeah, it is. He continues to get hit with the same punch. Needs to slip to the left.
Good, solid right hand by Andre Bishop.
I stunned this guy once. Didn't I knock him down once? Maybe? I don't know.
That
oh, God.
A major impact on this fight.
This fight could get canceled over bleeding. Hey, biting time. Thank you so much for the Rich Prime sub, bud.
The easy thing to do is blame the corner.
Sorry for missing Prime Day.
Not stopping that. But
we're going to try to hit all today's schedule this week. I'm going to be careful, though. I'm feeling it in my gut already. Actually, I need to take this off. I realized afterwards, I talked to my doctor, and I'm not supposed to wear it for as long as I did last time at all.
Side to side, okay? I want to see that head.
It's a good song, too. I don't know if we're going to get to finish the game tonight, guys, but we're pretty close. I think we may have to leave it for another session. I think I'm probably going to start winding it down after this fight. Maybe we'll watch the cutscene or whatever, because I'm starting to flag a little bit. My voice is getting a bit raspy, and I'm not getting as much compression as I used to could or woulda. I'm recovering from a infection to my lungs and my chest, so
with everything they've seen so far tonight.
Bear with me. The rib's doing great, though. It's just that infection that's not healing as fast as it should have. I've been on antibiotics for what feels like fucking forever.
Unless
they just don't work like they used to.
Cocky here. If he starts looking for maybe one shot instead of putting it together the way he's doing, maybe it allows his opponent to have a little bit of hope, a little ray of hope, get back in this fight.
Good block by Nichols.
Unfortunately, I didn't get a rib injury in a badass boxing match. I was trying to wrestle a chicken. A big chicken.
This fight in these middle rounds.
Yeah, right now it looks like this fight could be fought in
one of those exactly November chickens.
Well done that time, landing the counter punch.
Come on, how many counter punches do I need to land?
Halfway through round 6. Little head knocking with that right hand. Andre Bishop's doing well, sticking to a game plan on the outside.
Didn't mean to hit him in the body there, but didn't get called for it. Oh! Naughty.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Andre Bishop. Right hand downstairs. He got hit right there.
Come on, open up.
He also gave one. Solid effort by Kobe Nichols.
Kobe, punch the ref. Punch the ref. Damn, that ref's just out of there. Come on, ref. Guard me. Protect me, ref. No. Is that even possible? Can you get the ref in between the fighters somehow? No.
Andre Bishop is not showing the reserve of energy that we're used to seeing with him.
Yeah, you just wonder if he was a little
wound up for that body shot
into this fight. Did not prepare properly. Didn't do all his work in the gym.
And we come to the end of the round.
I'm doing my best here, fellas, but man, I don't know. This guy doesn't want to go down.
They start up again. Back to action here with another round.
Jesus.
But who knows how much longer it'll last. This has been a completely one-sided fight. See, Andre Bishop, that training really paid off. Just back to basics with the 1-2, boom, boom.
I assume, actually, because this is a DL McQueen fight, I bet I can't take it to the cards because he probably bought the refs. So I bet I have to knock him out.
Target, he lands a straight right.
Or get knocked the fuck out, alternatively. That could also happen. Stop punching me!
Bishop's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. That's a flush shot.
Can't get out of the way of those. Like, my body movement's just not there. A ref got hit by both boxers? Oh, man. Oh, you can? Sweet. Man, I love that. That's good sandbox right there.
Sending more than one at him.
Doesn't have to be a big sandbox. It can be a sandbox the size of a boxing ring, as long as it's a good one.
Keep them up. Keep them up. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Kobe Nichols.
This defense is fucking out of this world, though.
Andre Bishop's combination punching is working well here.
Come on. See some hands, man. Come on, let me see them hands move. See, I get his hands moving and I can tear him apart. Oh!
Can he get up from this?
75 punch combo. Left, right, right, left, right.
Down?
Look at that. Turned his face into a Picasso painting. His eyes all over here, his mouth's over there. And we're making a, while we're on the theme of painting, we're doing a little pointillism on the mat there. Who was that guy? Jackson Pollock. A little Jackson Pollock on the mat. I could watch that all day. Stay down, buddy. He's just napping. No, it tastes. Mwah, mwah. I'm just gonna crawl like a baby. I'm a babe. I'm a baby. I turned him into an infant. Dude was struggling with object permanence. I hate him so hard. Yeah, he does kind of look like I broke his jaw. I'm okay with that. Good combo. That's good boxing, man. That's a good feeling win. Felt like I wasn't gonna, and then I pulled it out. We're in the big time
Andre,
now.
I know you don't want to fight your brother.
Oh, shit.
But I remind you, this meeting was not my idea. It was Raymond's.
I need this fight, Dre. The public has doubts about who deserves the fight for the title, me or you.
Oh, shit.
You stole your brother's thunder, Andre.
Man, I didn't steal anything.
It's not about that.
I just found it. It was
just
just laying
bitching
there.
ever since you won the gold medal. I never had a chance to be anything else. Never even had a chance to be my own man.
Sorry, Raymond.
Older brother problems.
As my brother, you owe me the chance to prove myself.
That's just what he wants, though. Okay, fine. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I should have saved it here so far, but let's check out our stats. 82% complete. It doesn't leave us with much left to do, but I'm feeling real sore in the side after taking off that belt. So I don't want to push it too far. I want to try and hit another stream tomorrow. Maybe I'll force you guys to watch some more console games, or maybe we'll play some PC games for a change. I don't know. Take it easy, Rukusama. No, I'm going to end it right away. I just mean like 5-10 minutes or so. We'll do a little wind out. If you guys have any questions or anything from me, or you just wanted to say something to me and I missed it while I was whacking the dude in the face, feel free to tell me. I'm a big dumb idiot. I will nod and smile. Right. That's true. You got me. You got me real good. So we've beaten all of these people, most of them with KOs. A lot of first round KOs. I don't remember that many first round KOs. I like that one, Jake Morrison. KO, round 1, 6 seconds. Although, what was Honey Harris? What was that? That must have been one of the sparring one. Awesome, Egregious. Yeah, I hope people are accepting of the cons. People, I think, have been pretty accepting. I think that people thought when I said I bought them a present that I was going to get a VR headset. But what the fuck am I going to do with a VR headset? This is real good. This is right now. This is right here. I don't need to wait for proprietary software to be developed. I don't need to play any Beat Saber rhythm Star Wars shit. I can just do it right here. Thank you, Jabroni Beater. I appreciate it. I'm constantly getting a little bit better, a little bit better. This week, my goal is to try to hit every day in the week on the schedule. I don't think I'm going to try to do 6 hour a day. Like, even today, I'm trying to play it nice and easy. I want to make sure I don't feel like I did after Friday, man. Friday was just too much. I'm okay right now. I'm sort of like holding my stomach, rocking back and forth. Maybe I'm not okay. It's the diaphragm where I feel it the most. It's the vibrations that really get me when I'm starting to belt out and make some of my wild and crazy noises and really giggle and shit. Don't do that at the same time. Giggling and shitting probably end poorly for you. 50% punch actually is... See what I mean? I knew it. I could feel it was time. 50% acupuncture. Punch accuracy. It's not bad. We've taken 1884 punches. About to have a civil war in this bitch. Hopefully we, I would have rather stopped it at 1776. Maybe we can make it to 1992. Much more buyouts. That's not bad. Not bad at all. So yeah, we got 82% in 3 hours. So by no means is this a long single player story, but what I like about it is that it's something you could play through over and over again. You could, all the cutscenes are skippable. I just want to point that out. People miss that a lot, but to me, that's a big deal. So yeah, it's not a full-on sandbox thing. It's a fairly directed experience, but I think it's well done. It's far better than the, you know those Spike Lee joints they did for the NBA 2K games? I much prefer the way that this was done. It was done, they followed a very normal script. I mean, it's basically boxing movie, the movie that this is, which is okay. You know, they're not trying to rewrite the genre or whatever. I hope they take another crack at it with stuff like Creed coming out, people, which is weird too, because that's just like a Rocky reboot. But I mean, who wants to go watch Rocky 15 anyway? What do I think of Season 3 of The Expanse? I haven't watched it yet. Don't ruin it for me. I bet there's spaceships in it. No, I conked out at Season 2. The ending of Season 2 was really whack. The first half of Season 2 was super dope. But yeah, no, I got some opinions on that. I feel a certain type of way about that. I just don't really want to go on a rant at any rate. What did I rant about today? Zombies in the middle of a boxing match. Hopefully I'm going to do some more testing with Wreckfest, see if we can get a better session out of it. That wasn't really a fair shake for it, but it wasn't totally my fault either. Season 3 of The Expanse was amazing. That's on Amazon, right? See, I subscribed to Netflix again so I could watch Altered Carbon, which, by the way, real fucking good. Really good. No, it's not as good as the books, but what they did was great. And I think I like some of the changes that they made. And anyway, Joel Kinnaman killed that role too. The only thing that I don't like about Altered Carbon is that by the very nature of how the books were written, that's the end of Joel Kinnaman. That was just a sleeve he was in. So off to some new planet on some new adventure in some new body with some new main actor. Which seems a bit gimmicky to me. It reminds me of the old, what was that, Quantum Leap show. God, that show was amazing. Yeah, Altered Carbon was audibly and visually stunning. It was fairly loyal to the story, and it was incredibly well acted and performed. No, it was one of the best things I've seen on Netflix. In fact, it was the best thing I've seen on Netflix, and I have almost no interest to watch any of the rest of the things I've seen on Netflix. You know what's the one show that I don't understand at all? I'm completely out of the water with this. And this is, you know, we're talking about this fight in the game where we're going to fight our brother soon. My brother and I finally disagree on a media franchise. See, normally he and we see really eye to eye. If he likes something, I like it. I know that. I don't need to ask. If he says, I've read this book and it's good, I will take it out of his hands and read it ravenously. Because 100% of the time, he's usually right. But we have a disagreement about a currently popular show running. He really likes Westworld, which I am 2,000% off board with. Because all I see is another J.J. Abrams nothing burger, but it's about a fucking animatronic theme park. I refuse to believe there's anything there. It's J.J. Abrams and a theme park. I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck what they have to say. Some books, you can read them by their cover pretty effectively, and if it's got J.J. Abrams on the cover, I'm outie. Peace. It's just a nothing box. What was the mystery box? That's what it is. Yeah, no, it's just a mystery box. It's just lost. They're writing the script as they go along, 1 week at a time. You got a good actress, you got good actors, you got a good CGI team. It's HBO. They're going to put together some nice stuff on film. That doesn't mean it means anything, though, and I can prove it doesn't, because it's fucking JJ. I don't know. Maybe there's something more there. I think he's reading too much into it. I think he's looking at the animatronic theme park, and he's subverted by all the shiny lights and pretty ladies. I'm not seeing it, though, man. Everything I see from Westworld just looks like... You know what? The first season of it I watched really intently, and I was very disappointed with it. And the biggest takeaway I got from the first season of Westworld was, you canceled Deadwood for this shit? Does anybody remember Deadwood? Holy fucking shit. I would... Fine, make 100 Westworlds. Do 100 seasons. If you give me just one more Deadwood season, you can do whatever you want. I need the Deadwood, though. I'm not a big Twister Brett fan. I don't know. I don't care about the twists. It was an unpredictable-ish twist. It wasn't very M. Night Shyamalama ding-dongy. But god damn, Westworld was so... Or, Deadwood was just so good. Yeah, switching cocksucker. So yeah, all I see out of Westworld is they canceled my Deadwood for this theme park J.J. Abrams garbage. Maybe he's right. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I think I'd rather be wrong. It feels really good to hate Westworld. It feels really nice. I like that feeling. It reminds me of how much I loved Deadwood, a show that they took out of the woodshed and shot them back in the head like EA. Oh man, Old Man's War is fucking sweet. See, that's another a series of books I'd love to see any kind of media adaptation of. Anything also by Alastair Reynolds. Well, not anything. Any Revelation Space book by Alastair Reynolds. Or Old Man's War. Or you know what would be even better than Old Man's War? There's if you loved Old Man's War, I have a recommendation for you. A guy named Joe Haldeman, a long time ago, way before Old Man's War, wrote a book called Forever War. And I think that might be... I mean, it's 50-50 neck and neck with The Moon is a Harsh Mistress for me. It is such incredibly good fiction. I don't give a shit about science fiction. The book is structured in a way that you have to kind of go... I don't want to ruin it, but having an understanding that it's sort of about Vietnam and about what happens to soldiers after wars when they come home and all of that, that helps. But man, I loved Old Man's War, but I have to give the crown to Forever War by Joe Haldeman. That book is stupid good. It's so good. You were just talking about it? All right, cool, man. See, okay. Well, I missed that part of chat, but I'm trying to keep up. But yeah, Old Man's War is awesome too. John Scalzi, right? Scalzi wrote that? He wrote some other books I did not like, though. What was that? Locked In? Ugh. That was bad. That was not so good. But yeah, Joel Haldeman's Forever War is just... it's pure science fiction bliss. God, the way he tackled time dilation in that was out of control. I'd like to think I keep a good watch on what's good in science fiction these days, and that's why I feel so strongly about Westworld, is because I feel like it's just not that. I've had a lot of good science fiction that I've really enjoyed. I'm not just a cynical jerk that hates everything. But the things I do love, I embrace completely. I squeeze them, I want to crush them, like that guy in Of Mouse and Men. Armor? John Steakley's Armor? I like that book. I never read any of the surrounding materials with it, but I like John Steakley's Armor, if that's what you're talking about. I remember that being pretty good. Maybe I'm just... eh. I never read Red Shirts, but that other Scalzi joint was not great. I loved the Rome series on HBO. Maybe the only thing I could think of that was better than Deadwood. No. For me, it goes The Wire... Generation Kill, HBO's Rome, and then Deadwood. And then there's all that other crap. Take it easy, Liquid Sunfall, and everybody taking off. I appreciate you coming by. It's good to see you again. I'll be trying to be back at it tomorrow. Band of Brothers. I mean, that comes right after that. That's in the others. It's okay. I mean, it's definitely worth being... Okay, that'll be the 5th one. We got a top 5 here. What are you kidding? We got us a family here. I don't know. I can't really say justified. The reason I say that is because you know who Larry Elmore is? He wrote the series of books that was based on, and those books were not good. Don't get me wrong, the show was okay, but it was kind of a procedural crime drama. I can't really do those. But it was fun. Yeah, it's like you said, it was fun. I love Larry Elmore as a writer. A lot of his stuff, Burn After Reading was also... Is that his name, Larry Elmore? Am I saying that right? He's a wild dude, man. Yeah, Gen Kill is something I will always be able to go back and watch. Hyro's Journey? I haven't read that. No, I think that... I don't know. As much as I like my recommendations of books, I really hope you guys don't just read the things that I suggest you read, because I have a very narrow scope. I'm very picky. I'm extremely picky about what I read, and so what that means is I'm gonna miss a lot of good stuff. Don't think that I just think the stuff I know is good. I only say stuff that I I've not only read and consumed and enjoyed, but have reanalyzed and spent some portion of my life thinking about and trying to break. And I can't, because it's just too good. Fucking ain't right, I like me some Arthur C. Clarke. All the classics, man. Roddenberry, fucking Dandelion Wine, Asimov. Yeah, man, I'm all over the classics. I don't really mention them, though, because I assume everyone's just going to go read whatever classics they want to. Hard not to mention guys like Asimov and Heinlein and, you know, the forefathers of the genre. I did read a lot of bad books, though. It's not like I didn't ever read bad books. Sometimes I like bad books. Sometimes I'll intentionally go out and buy a really thick Michael Crichton book just so I can kill, like, 12 hours. Yo, the one he did about the... what was it about the sun? Something, the Imperial Sun or the Dragon Tigers? I don't remember. Peter Watts is now prominent sci-fi? I don't know about that. There was... Somebody mocked up a brief little CGI snippet of Blind Sight. Now, I've talked a lot about Blind Sight, but let me see if I can pull this up for you guys just to show you real quick. It's just a... It's not even a thing. It's more like a promo for an idea to see if anybody wants to take the bait. It's on one of those not YouTube sites. It's like a short... It's like a preview, but for nothing instead of for something. Oh, hell, I can't find it. Of course not. I think this is it. Hang on, I might have found a YouTube mirror I could use. No, it's on some site called CG Society. Yeah, it's more like a CGI project than an actual thing. But if you guys have read Blind Sight, let me just see if I can capture this real quick for you so I can show it to you. I don't want to steal anybody's shit, but, you know, a brief snippet at the end of a stream. It's not going to kill anybody. Probably, unless they die. In which case, I will be very sad for them. I only have one monitor because of my Xbox. Help! What do... Get out of there. Okay. Well, that's like some small portion of the video screen, anyway. I seriously can't see when it ends, because OBS is in my fucking way. There we go, I got it. The whole thing. Okay. Yeah, have you read Blind Sight? Then watch this shit. That's all they did. That's all it is. See, that's why I didn't feel bad about streaming it really briefly. I'm not going to break any eggs over that shit. Hey, chat, what are you doing here? It's just a super-duper brief thing, but it showed the Starfall. It showed the, what did they call the two aliens in it? The Ring people. It showed the Theseus and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're good here. Starfish was another series by him. It was the Behemoth series. Starfish was the first book he wrote in it. I'm a huge Peter Watts nerd. I'm like his #1 fanboy. Did I like the new Blade Runner movie? Yeah, I did, actually. I thought it was nice. I know a lot of people were like, oh, it's just a boring, long movie. I think it's good to settle into a world like that. A lot of these new sequels and reboots, they just skim over a world. Blade Runner felt like it took a seat in the world. I don't want to think about it too much. I haven't really thought about it too much is the thing. It was good. I thought Gosling was good. I don't know. He's always... I loved him in Drive. I give him a free pass for pretty much for life because he was so good in Drive, and Drive was such a good movie. I don't just like science fiction. I like good movies and media. It just happens to be, in my opinion, and a lot of times, those cutting-edge, pushing the limit projects end up being science fiction. Black and white. I don't know. Like I said, that's just my reaction. I've only seen it... I think I saw it twice. Once in the theater and then once on a home theater. But on an extendo cut. I remember thinking that they had cut some weird shit they shouldn't. Jared Leto's character was a nothing burger in it. Yeah, I guess there's a bunch of nitpicky things, but I think my initial read on that was pretty solid, that they let the world breathe a little bit, and I appreciated that in a world where there's so many drive-thrus, like a theme park in a world. You know, like, oh, we're in Jurassic Park. You look at the dinosaur and a robot thing, and ooh. You never really get to sit down and enjoy yourself. Yeah, that's true. It's kind of unnecessary. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. It's okay to like things that aren't good, too. That's something that I try not to, but at the same time, sometimes you just do. Sometimes you don't want it to be the way it is, but it happens to our top 5 fun sci-fi series. I don't have top 5s, man. I don't do favorites. I don't know how anything works. I'm just a guy in a chair. What do I know? Most fun science fiction? Anything by... It depends on if you consider what Tom Robbins writes to be science fiction. No, Heinlein was hilarious. Go read Job, A Comedy of Divine Justice. Holy shit, that is an insanely quotable, insanely funny book. I'm constantly quoting that book. The truest irony of life is that hardly anybody gets out of it alive. That's from that book. Open the door, get on the floor, everybody walk the dinosaur. Did I see Baby Driver? No. I've seen clips of it. It doesn't look bad. If it's just like, you know, kind of like Driver, but with less 80s vaporwave aesthetics, then that's cool. Hey, Tactical Zactical, you got here just in time for me to peace out. Yeah, I watched Mr. Robot a little bit. I'm sorry, Zacty, you were wrong. I am in the wind down right now. I just beat the shit out of a bunch of people in a boxing game, and I'm wore out. My arms are tired, and I haven't even been on a flight. Guilty pleasure sci-fi books I've read? Oh. Like, really, really guilty? I don't know, I'd have to get... See, I read all my guilty pleasures in digital, and then the ones that I think are classics and the ones that I love, I buy them in physical hard copy. So I've got, like, a huge library of books on my iPad that I read. By the way, I don't like Macintoshes. I know. Closed platform, blah, 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 blah. Man, an iPad is so good for reading books. It's juicy. Oh, Accelerando would fall right in that list of ridiculous goods, but, you know, good sci-fi. That's one I read recently. I don't know, some... Greg Bear's another great one, too. I hardly ever mention Greg Bear, but I know, this is a perfect one. Somebody asked for light or guilty pleasure science fiction books. I think everybody on Earth but me hates the book Hull 03 by Greg Bear, because it falls within a trope that's pretty common in science fiction, and the feeling I get is that they never got past the first chapter, because that whole book is playing expertly on the trope's expectations and flipping them and subverting them in interesting ways. But no, I think Hull 03 is fantastic, and it's also kind of a fun, wonky one. It's the trope of waking up on a generation ship, only stupidly fucked up. Like, as fucked up as it can get. It went from, you know, like an idealistic utopian sci-fi to a pretty horrible John Carpenter's The Thing very quickly. Love me some of that. Anything Richard K. Morgan's done, very few things. Although he did a fantasy series. He was the guy that wrote Altered Carbons, the Takeshi Kovacs books. I haven't read his fantasy series. Everything by Alistair Reynolds falls in that group. Oh yeah, what about Dan Simmons? Here's another good one. In the light-hearted science fiction, Dan Simmons wrote 2 books in a series called Ilium, and the first one was, I can't remember, the one before that. No, Ilium was the first one, and Olympus was the second one? Yes, that's right. Ilium by Dan Simmons. He's a very famous science fiction author. He wrote Hyperion, so hardly an unknown. But one of his lesser appreciated, I feel, series is Ilium, which is not just good science fiction, but it's also kind of silly, wonky, weird fun. It's about It's about the idea of the Iliad, but instead of it being a story of the Trojan War and the gods and the Mycenaeans and all that stuff, it's actually happening, and the gods, instead of being gods, are just superhuman, post-human cyborg people who are like fucking with these dudes. There's a whole lot of weird shit in there, but I dig it. So yeah, no, I don't know, I'm weird. I'm very picky about my books. I'll start to read a book and I'll know within the first couple chapters whether or not I'm going to finish, and I have way more books that I have not finished than that I have. So, I don't know, I can't give you recommendations of a lot of bad science fiction books, because I won't even finish them. Yeah, David Wong's Futuristic Violence and Fancy Suits. That's another fun sort of... It reminded me a lot of Scalzi's Locked In. That sort of race car science fiction. That's fine. I like that stuff, too. Yeah, Hyperion was fucking awesome. I'm not saying Hyperion wasn't Dan Simmons' best work. I'm just saying that if we're in the junk food category, Ilium and Olympus are good food. That's some good. Brandon Sanderson I've heard a lot of, but I have not read him. Yeah, I love Peter Watts' short story on The Thing. It's called The Things. He wrote another short story called The Island that I absolutely adore. Almost everything he's ever written I love, and almost all of it is available for free on his website. Poor dude's banned from coming to America, though. Sorry, Pete. He got roughed up by some cops that he's Canadian. What I love about Peter Watts is that, much like, I think it was it Asimov or Roddenberry? One of those two was a biologist. Peter Watts is a marine biologist. He's done like deep sea dives, and he writes about the biological stuff in such an interesting way. Largely probably because of that education. I need to read the Stormlight Archives? Alright, okay, fine. Fine then. Now, Aragon I did not read, but that's not a jab. I read some bad fantasy. I read a lot of Dragonlance books. I read the entire Azure Bond series and Forgotten Realms. Oh no, I was reading some trash. But it was fun. You know, it was fun. It was good teenager books. It was my Harry Potter. I love it. My brother's reading through the Dragonlance, the main 3 Dragonlance. By the way, Margaret Weis and Tracy Hickman, actually genuinely good authors. Maybe those books are YA fiction that doesn't work with me anymore, but they wrote some other stuff that was pretty good too. The Deathgate Cycle, I think, is still... But have I ever mentioned that? The Deathgate Cycle is both fantasy and science fiction, and it's one of the best post-apocalyptic stories I've ever read. And it's got some of the most lighthearted, silly science fiction and fantasy in the same boat with some of the darkest and most brutal and disheartening science fiction fantasy. Never count out Margaret Weis and Tracy Hickman. The Deathgate Cycle was legit. It was really good. Although I did read it when I was younger, so maybe that's like the Dragonlance stuff where it's kind of... Yeah, I never caught Aragon. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was telling you about the Deathgate Cycle, Angeline. Yeah, that's one of those ones that it'll lure you in with its sort of light and fun fantasy tropes, and then blast your dome cap back with the dark, hard sci-fi. Give me more of that. Peel you back. Man, I like books, man. I'm glad you guys like books, too. That's cool. You fucking nerds. Books are for nerds. I never read the things myself. I only read magazines in the back of a shampoo bottle. You know, those shampoo bottles are really well written. Like, it's such elegant prose. Alrighty, guys. I am broke down and my mental noodle is shooked and cooked. I think I'm going to go get myself something to eat, kick my feet up, and relax. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. I had a motherfucking good time. Let's do it again tomorrow. Thank you for... Oh, wait. Oh, I did update it. Nice. It even works. A little overlay thing. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. I don't. We'll give more shouts to Wreckfest and all of them, and don't worry, we're not gonna stay in console land forever. But we've been in PC land for the past decade, so I think we can take a few weeks to hang out in console town. Maybe mash some buttons. Alrighty, guys, I am taking off. Peace out. Be mediocre, people. Leave some goodness for the rest of us, okay? And with that, I say, later, nerds. Have a huge, gigantic, full-screen poop emoji. It's coming. I leave you with this. Later, nerd. You are like me because I'm also a nerd. Damn. Oh, and I forgot, thank you to all my subscribers and to all my Patreons and to all my, well, like one of my moderators, but definitely not Angeline. And thank you again, and I will see you all later.
But every other night I'm spilling for cons, some chicken heads doing shit I know would make a total